Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today I wanted to sit and chat through some of my current favourites for the springtime. So talking through my style favourites, beauty favourites, and also my at-home favourites as well. I really enjoy putting together these videos seasonally, and I hope you enjoy watching them as well. And if you're new to my channel, maybe this is the first video of mine that you watch, then hello, my name is Patricia and I upload style, beauty, and my home in London. So if that's your sort of thing, if you'd like to see more from me, then please do subscribe to my channel. Starting with my spring style favourites, and first up is something that I have been loving wearing and styling so much: my white jeans. Now there's a lot of white going on screen at the moment. I hope like the picture looks okay, but these are the Levi ribcage straight jeans in white. I love these jeans. I featured them in my previous video where I was talking about the pieces that I'm most looking forward to re-wearing this spring, and of course these white jeans were included. I've also shared a review and try on of the Levi ribcage jeans style as well on my channel, so there's a lot of love for these jeans on my YouTube channel, and I've been enjoying styling them so much. Where the weather has been kind of all over the place, to be honest, it's really feeling like quite a turbulent spring right now, but I've loved these when it's colder, I've loved these when it's brighter. It's just really nice to be able to style a crisp white pair of jeans, and in my opinion you can never go wrong with the ribcage style from Levi. Definitely my go-tos, and have been for a good few years as well, and I just think a classic pair of white denim is essential in your spring wardrobe. The next favourite goes to something I'm actually currently wearing, and that is my watch. So this is a really beautiful dainty gold watch from Sif Jacobs, and I was definitely on the market for a new watch. I was big into wearing a smartwatch. I wore my Fitbit Versa for probably like 2 or 3 years non-stop. It was just my go-to. I really enjoyed it, but then it ended up breaking and I didn't actually repurchase it. So ever since, I have kind of felt a little bit like naked without a watch. So I really wanted something small, something dainty, and something that would sort of fit in quite seamlessly with my style. And I've had this for a couple of weeks now and I just love it. It's so nice. It fits in seamlessly into my collection. It works really beautifully with my gold jewellery. I'm a gold jewellery wearer, so I like something that matches in that sense. I like that it's got a little round face as well. It's just really pretty. For me, my watch is definitely part of my accessories. It's part of my jewellery collection, so I really wanted something that worked with the other gold jewellery pieces that I already own. Honestly, I feel like this watch has just been ticking all the boxes. I'm super happy with it, and I think it just fits so beautifully with my style. Next up, something else that I have worn and spoken about a lot on my channel over the years, and that is the Abercrombie Sloane wide leg trousers. These are great whether you are in some sort of like office environment, maybe like your workwear style, or even day to day. I don't work in an office day to day, but I still find myself gravitating towards these so much. I just think they're such a great choice to have in your wardrobe. I mean, I've been wearing these a lot to the point where my collection is in fact growing. So I do also have this taupe colour, which has been lovely, and my most recent addition is the brown, the chocolate brown. These I actually got on Vinted, so I was very happy with this Vinted find, and they're just so good to have in the collection. I am desperate for the white pair, so fingers crossed they come back into stock. That's the one negative about the Sloane trousers, actually. They are always out of stock, so if you do see them popping up, always worth snapping up. Firstly, for my style favourites, I have these very basic cami tops from Zara, but I love them. I wear them so much. The reason why I like these particular ones so much is because the material is a bit more like stretchy, so it's a little bit thicker than your classic cotton, which I think is very nice come summertime when I want to sort of stay fresh and breezy. But this time of year I really do love the kind of elasticated fabric of these. I think it just works really beautifully, and it gives a really nice finish as well. So I have this in black, I also have the white version, and I genuinely wear these on rotation. They're such good classics to have in the wardrobe, such good pieces to reach for, and I'm constantly reaching for them. So naturally, now that the weather's getting warmer and I'm wearing a lot more of these sort of cami or like vest tops, I had to give a mention to these from Zara. Moving on to my spring beauty favorites next, and I'll start off with something that I am wearing today. So this is fairly new, maybe a few months old, from Hourglass. This is the Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I have the shade 7.5. This was actually sent to me in a mailer from Hourglass, and I cannot tell you how excited I was when I received this PR package. I don't receive PR from Hourglass regularly at all. I cannot remember the last time I was ever sent anything from Hourglass. So when this new launch arrived at my doorstep, I was over the moon. I was so excited, and I've pretty much been using this since, I want to say since March, and I've been loving it. Such a beautiful product. And next up, from Real Techniques, it's very rare for me to speak about a makeup brush, to be honest. I almost feel like the makeup brush kind of gets forgotten. It's something that you use every day with your makeup though, or at least I do. I'm always using brushes when I apply my makeup, and a makeup brush definitely plays an important role when it comes to your makeup. So this is the Real Techniques Expert Concealer Brush, and the reason why I love it is because it's so small and compact. So it's a great one to really get under the eyes without leaving your under eyes too cakey. It works well at concealing blemishes as well, because you can really just like treat the spot. I really want to repurchase so that I can have one on the go and one fresh, or even one for under the eyes, one for any blemishes. Like, I just love this brush so much. Next up, something that I have been using for years, but I'm pretty sure I have never ever spoken about, which seems crazy considering for the past, I don't even know how long, maybe like 5+ years, I have been reaching for this come spring and summer. So this is an Essie nail varnish in the shade Fiji, which is quite a classic actually. If you know your way around your Essie polishes, then Fiji is a cult classic. I use this for my toes, and I do typically give myself a pedi at home, and this is my go-to colour. I find it doesn't chip easily, it lasts really long as well, and I just think the colour's beautiful. It's that sort of light summery colour that if you've got a tan, helps your tan pop, but if you don't have a tan, it equally just looks good. It almost works like a neutral in my opinion. It goes with so many different outfits, particularly occasion wear as well. I feel like this works really nicely with those sort of looks. It's just my go-to. Come springtime, Essie Fiji will be on my toes. My final beauty favourite goes to an LED mask. Now I know these always look a little unusual to look at like this, especially when they're these kind of hard masks. So this is from the brand Nuance Paris, which is a new brand to me. I was actually introduced to the brand through their LED masks, but I've been loving using this. I'm trying really hard to implement this as part of my beauty routine, and I think it's quite nice to add something that isn't another product necessarily. So to add something like an LED mask, which gives you just a beauty treatment in a different way. So in this case, it's red light therapy, and I've really been enjoying implementing this as part of my beauty routine. It's a 10-minute session, and you can pop this on as and when you please. Where it's a mask, this one actually has sort of the attachments like this. You can pop this on and you can still sort of run your errands around the house, or if you're making the bed, doing the washing, anything like that, you can just have this on, or you can use it as a little timeout. Give yourself 10 minutes to just sit, relax, and do your little LED light therapy session. I've read that in order for this to be the most effective, you want to be doing at least 50 minutes of red light therapy a week. So that means using this 5 times a week. So I've really been trying to use this at least 5 times a week, if not more. I've popped it on for you to have a look, although I don't know if the red lights are actually getting picked up on camera. I can't really see them in the viewfinder, but it's really easy to use, and I have genuinely loved including this as part of my routine. Lastly, onto my home / lifestyle favorites. This is always a category that's a little bit harder for me to pick and choose pieces for, so I sort of expanded it a bit to also include lifestyle. So let me start off with something that I would consider to be more in the lifestyle kind of category. The Trip Magnesium Gummies. I featured these in my Big Beauty Empties, which I filmed a few months ago, and I mentioned there I just finished them, I enjoyed using them. I did definitely feel like they were working, but equally I wasn't entirely sure if it was kind of a placebo effect. I just was unsure, but I definitely think they did work because I've ended up repurchasing them. I actually bought 2 packs. I bought them from Holland & Barrett because Holland & Barrett often have deals and discounts running, so I actually got these on a pretty good discount. I ended up buying 2 packs for the price of 1 basically, so that worked out really well. Standard pack contains enough for 1 month, and I genuinely do notice a difference when I use them. And like I said, I was unsure whether they were actually working or if it was more of a placebo, but I ended up repurchasing them, and the first day I had these again I was like, oh, what a good sleep. So they definitely do something. I am really enjoying using these and they've become a part of my nighttime routine. Next up from Habitat, this is their resin checkerboard trinket dish. Now, we actually use this in our kitchen. It keeps all our little miscellaneous bits and bobs that we like to keep on the counter, but I was finding that everything was just a little bit too messy. I don't love it when things don't have a home, so I was really looking for something where we could put the things like our olive oil, our avocado oil, salt, pepper, all those sort of little bits and bobs that you tend to use every time you cook. So I needed somewhere for these to live, and I saw this trinket dish on Habitat and I thought I'm gonna give that a go. It's not necessarily sort of advertised or displayed as being for the kitchen, but it has worked really well in the kitchen for us, I have to say. It's wiped clean, which is obviously great to have in the kitchen, and the size is excellent for what we need it. I had come across a few other options that were either too big or too small, so this one was just right, and if I'm not mistaken it's about £12, which is a very good price as well. This is a great little addition for our kitchen. I also feel like the colours and this sort of checkerboard style isn't anything like too out there or anything. It works really well in our kitchen as well, and we've been using this since I think Christmas time, and it's great. Lastly, something that I've seen on social media and decided to give a go myself. So this is one of those DIY magnetic frames, and I've been seeing these quite a lot. I think they were inspired by something that Zara came out with, but was quite expensive, and loads of people ended up DIYing these, and I thought I would try it as well. So we bought the magnetic board from B&Q, and then this frame was from Amazon, and we have this up in our kitchen, which I love. We don't have a freestanding fridge in the kitchen, so everything is sort of built in. So I was really missing this whole like magnetic look and feel for the kitchen. For example, in my parents' house, they have their fridge filled to the brim with magnets, and I just love that. I think it's so cute. I mean, we're pretty much starting from scratch with the magnets, but we do have a few on this top corner. And aside from that, I've only got like a few photos from our engagement and just little things like that. We don't have that much to pop on here. Honestly, if you've been thinking about it but you're not sure about it, or if you want kind of like an easy DIY, then I would recommend the magnetic frame because it's simple to do and you end up with something that you can just keep on adding to year after year. Those were my favourites across style, beauty and home for spring. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well if you're not already subscribed. I know my videos have been a bit sporadic at the moment. I don't really have a posting schedule at the moment. I'm just uploading as and when I find the time. I've just been busy at the moment, and sadly YouTube has taken a bit of a backseat for me, but I do still enjoy filming and I do enjoy sort of chatting to you guys as well. So hopefully you enjoy watching, and if you don't want to miss out, please do subscribe. A big thank you for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye.